Harris sits for black journalist interviews. Vice President Kamala Harris will appear in Philadelphia with the group that interviewed former President Donald J. Trump. Trump is having a town hall and the vice presidential nominees are touring battlegrounds. Updates on the presidential race. Black journalists in Philadelphia will interview Vice President Kamala Harris on Tuesday, similar to their combative discussion with former President Donald J. Trump. A town hall in Flint, Michigan, sponsored by former Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders of Arkansas, will feature Mr. Trump, who was the subject of an apparent assassination attempt on Sunday. The candidates' running mates will visit the East Coast and Midwest. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz will campaign in Macon and Atlanta before a rally in Asheville, North Carolina. Ohio Senator J.D. Vance will speak in Sparta and Eau Claire. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz briefly addressed the Trump assassination attempt at a campaign appearance in Macon, Georgia, this morning. Horrific situation, Walz added, thanking police and the Secret Service. Thankful the president is safe. I think we all realize violence doesn't settle our disagreements in our country. We oppose it everything. We settle disputes at the vote box. Hosting a convention, surviving a debate, and having her first sit-down interview with a major network. Vice President Kamala Harris's media strategists must decide what to do next. 19 past governors, 7 Republicans and 12 Democrats, signed a statement asking sitting governors to certify the presidential election winner in their state, as was the case until Donald Trump tried to reverse it. While there is plenty to dispute on the campaign trail, we expect all candidates and the American people to agree that this time-honored process during our post-election period is not open for argument, the letter states. Just a ministerial and administrative duty. The Keep Our Republic Organized letter includes John Kasich of Ohio and Jeb Bush of Florida, 2 Republicans who ran for president against Trump in 2016. A new report from the World Justice Project, a nonpartisan organization that tracks the rule of law internationally, found that a large share of Republicans and even some Democrats believe election officials are untrustworthy and that government officials lack accountability. The Tuesday findings are part of an annual global study on trust in institutions, elections, and the rule of law. They reveal that trust in all American institutions is considerably weaker than it was before the 2020 election, says World Justice Project Executive Director Elizabeth Anderson. Only 1/3 of Americans think a high-ranking official would be punished for breaching the law. Party leaders sought answers in the harsh weeks after Democrats lost their House majority in 2022. High inflation hurt. Southern border concerns. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi blamed an unexpected culprit, New York Democratic Governor Kathy Hochul. Ms. Pelosi claimed that Ms. Hochul's sluggish campaign misread crime dissatisfaction, bringing down the Democratic ticket in 5 important elections. On Monday, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance blasted "coming from too many corners of our politics" harsh rhetoric in his first public remarks since the suspected assassination attempt on Donald J. Trump. He specifically criticized Democrats for overstating Mr. Trump's likely re-election as the death of democracy. "I'm not going to say conservatives always get things perfectly right," Republican vice presidential nominee Mr. Vance told a Faith and Freedom Coalition event in Atlanta on Monday night. Democrats' inflammatory language prompted what the authorities are investigating as an assassination attempt against him, former President Donald J. Trump said Monday morning. He called Democrats the enemy from within and the real threat. Mr. Trump linked Sunday's incident and July's attempt on his life to Vice President Kamala Harris's words and his 4 felony convictions in a social media tweet hours later.